Hello, I'm Paolo Miserini. I am an Italian photographer based in Rome. Welcome to my exhibition Lost Soul. The photos you see here are part of my job Lost Soul, which will be discussed later. Now I want to make a brief introduction of myself. I was born in Rome 50 years ago and I have always had a passion for picture. This passion becomes stronger when at age 18 I started to go underwater and I began to take pictures underwater. At the beginning I studied photography by myself and my approach was very simple. I started to photography real life of every day. I started to photography in the street, on the people on the street and what's happened in everyday life, as all photographer at the beginning does. Malta X300, which was replaced after some times by a Nikon FM2 Neo. I took picture of everything, so I do novice photographers do. Whatever attracted my attention, I was photographing. Slowly, I realized that was not the right approach and decided to find a place where talking about photography and where I could improve my photographic technique. So I started searching a place in Rome, and this place was Officine Fotografiche, and I met them in early 2000. With Officine Fotografiche I have perfected my technique by following a photography course and a course on advanced lighting technique. Then I start to get closer to creating with Officine Fotografiche a new structure about teaching photography to the student. In particular, I created with Officine Fotografiche the structure of the base course, the teaching structure of the base course photography. And this structure is still the base of the actual base course in Officine Fotografiche. Although I dedicated to teaching, however, I deepened my photographic knowledge following two photojournalism master class with two very famous photographers. One was Leonard Fried from Magnum Agency and another one was Antonin Kratocci from Seven Agency. These two master classes introduced me on the world of reportage. So I started to know this new world, this new kind of photography, and I was fascinated about this. As I said, I wanted to learn more and more, and that's how I became a photographer assistant of Fabian Cevallos, which for me was a great teacher, especially in the art of photographic portraiture. During these years, since 2000, I became a professional photographer and then ran over to teaching photography works as reportage of events and ceremonies, photograph of interiors, portrait, fashion. That's what I actually do in Italy as photographer. Currently I am a member of Tau Visual. Tau Visual is an Italian association of professional photographers, and I am a professor of photo workshop with Officine Fotografiche, as well as future teacher of photography with School ICL. There are photographers who have marked my way of thinking and my way of thinking the image. As I said, I love the picture and I love photographing people, and looking at the photograph of Richard Avedon, I realized that he was the master of master in the area of photographic portraiture. Of course, not only Richard Avedon marked my mind with his image. There were many other photographers that helped me to make my image background in my mind, and this background I used to make my picture actually. These photographers was Rodchenko, Newton, Cartier-Bresson, Herbert Ritz, Woodman, Diane Arbus. This is from few time ago. And if you want to speak about recent photographer, we can imagine to talk about Benedusi, La Chapelle, Oliviero Toscani, Shanna, and many others. All these photographers and their images help to make my image background, and they help me to my profession. Their images come together in my mind when I try to create a new image and give shape to my world view and my way of seeing the photography. When I meet Elena Sieva, this encounter was very important for me because she drew me in an hidden part of the image that I never think about. The part of the images on the photography named art photography. So I start to think and to view photography as an art and not just as a simple image. So I start to create images thinking about not just the simple printing, but thinking about images designed to be exposed, to be taken, to be bought, to be viewed, to be inside a living room, or in a museum or in art gallery. Lost Soul, the exhibition that you can see here, was one of these jobs made during this moment when I changed my idea of photography to art photography. So Lost Soul was born as artworks instead of a simple individual photographs. So from that moment different works I made as art gallery in collaboration also with Elena and other artists and other people, and this brought me to exhibit in various galleries both in Italy and in Russia. Making art requires an effort greater than just take a picture, especially for someone like me, who is always attentive to everything and very accurate even in the smallest detail. For this reason, the work of art I have always alternate most of the work of normal photography, like reportage photography. So, in the same period, you can find my works in reportage as Sacconi Rossi, made in Rome, or Norhalbert Smiles, made in Armenia. We are currently working on the preparation of a new photographic project that we always see Russia as a country of reference. But I don't want to tell you too much about this new project. I just want to tell you that it will be a project that will take me very close to the soul, to the purity and simplicity of some people. So, finally, I want to talk about this exhibition, Lost Soul. Lost Soul is a project of a series of 24 photographs taken in 3 separate photo sessions with 3 different models from 3 different nationalities. The photographs are all done in a studio, and I used to make these evanescent bodies and figure. I use a plastic sheet put in front of the models during the shooting. What I wanted to achieve with this photo, and I hope to be successful, then you can say that if I reach what I try to tell with my picture. So what I want to achieve is a concept of lightness and insubstantially. A photograph that does not explain alone the content, but leave the viewer to decide what he saw through that image and what that image conveyed to him. Lost Soul, precisely because each of us can give an interpretation and then can find a path for each picture represented. So each picture it can be discussed by itself. Every people can think about the picture, watch the picture and see inside the picture what he really feel from that picture. This is what I try to send with this image. All the photographs you see are cropped from the original photo. During this operation, in post-production, I try to pull out moments that most represent the concept of lost soul. Silent scream, hands seeking footholds, eyes that don't look, little body sharp. This was what I wanted to represent, without being vulgar, but rather trying in the few moments that you see the naked to broadcast nudity always very modest and clean. Last things, I choose for this work black and white. Why? Because the idea of soul, according to me, is very close to a visual expression of black and white photography. So thanks for watching my little introduction to my exhibition and to me. And now I have a little question for you. What I want to ask is what photography actually, what is the importance of photography actually in your daily life? How you think photography in your daily life can impact in your life and in social life for you? Thanks, and I hope to see you very soon in one of my classes. Bye!